Your friend asks how much you paid for rent on that new place. Your stomach drops. You change the subject. Your partner wants to sit down and look at the budget together. You suddenly remember something urgent you need to do. Your family starts talking about money at dinner and you feel your chest tighten. Your palms sweat, like you need to escape the room immediately. If you're here right now, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That visceral reaction to any conversation about money, like someone just asked you to strip naked in public. Here's what this looks like in real life. Bills pile up on your counter, unopened. You know what's in them, but you can't bring yourself to look. Your bank app has 17 unread notifications. You don't check your balance because not knowing feels safer than knowing. Someone asks what you do for work, and you give a vague answer because the real question they're asking is how much you make, and you'd rather die than have that conversation. Tax season comes around and you feel physically ill. That login to your financial accounts you keep putting off, it's been 6 months, a year, maybe more. People think you're irresponsible, lazy, but you're not. You're terrified, and the longer you avoid it, the worse the terror gets, because now you're not just avoiding money, you're avoiding the shame of how long you've been avoiding it. The excuses sound reasonable. You're too busy. You'll deal with it later when things calm down. You're not good with numbers anyway. Your partner handles that stuff. But the truth, the thought of looking at your finances makes you feel like you're about to find out something devastating about yourself, that you're failing, that you're behind, that you're not the person you thought you were. What you're experiencing is called financial avoidance, and it's rooted in shame and anxiety. Money stopped being just numbers and became a referendum on your worth as a person. Every statement is evidence, every conversation is a test, and failing that test, admitting you don't have it together, feels unbearable. So you avoid, because if you don't look, you can't fail. If you don't talk about it, no one can judge you. This pattern usually starts early. Maybe money was a source of stress in your house growing up. Fighting, tension, silence. You learned that money conversations equal pain, so you avoid pain by avoiding the topic. Or maybe your family had money but never talked about it, treated it like something vulgar to discuss. Now you don't have the language for it, and not knowing how to talk about money feels like not knowing how to breathe underwater. Let me tell you about Tom. He's 36, works in IT, makes good money, but Tom hasn't looked at his full financial picture in 3 years. He knows roughly what's in his checking account because he has to, but his 401k, his credit score, his total debt, no idea. His girlfriend wants to move in together and she asked to have a conversation about finances first. Totally reasonable. Tom panicked and started a fight about something else entirely to derail it. Tom's dad was a financial advisor, successful, respected, always in control. Tom watched his dad manage everyone else's money perfectly while their own family struggled quietly. The message was clear: if you're not perfect with money, you're a failure. Now Tom's terrified that looking at his finances will confirm what he secretly believes, that he's a disappointment. And if this sounds extreme, there's a reason your nervous system reacts this way, and it has nothing to do with being dramatic. Your brain categorized money talks as threats. Fight, flight, or freeze kicks in. You're literally having a fear response to a conversation. Tom doesn't have a money problem. He has a perfectionism problem. As long as he doesn't look, he can maintain the possibility that maybe things are okay. The moment he looks, reality becomes real. Schrodinger's bank account. And reality might mean facing hard truths he's not ready for. Here's what nobody tells you. Avoiding money doesn't make problems go away. It makes them grow in the dark. That bill you didn't open? Still there, now with late fees. That conversation you dodged? Created distance in your relationship. That financial situation you won't face? Getting worse every day you pretend it doesn't exist. The way out isn't forcing yourself to suddenly become a financial guru. It's understanding that money is information, not judgment. Your bank balance doesn't define you. Your debt doesn't determine your worth. These are just numbers that tell you where you are so you can decide where you want to go. Start impossibly small. Open one email, just one. Look at one number, not the whole picture, just one piece. Prove to your nervous system that looking doesn't kill you, that information, even uncomfortable information, is survivable. Practice saying money numbers out loud when you're alone. I make $60,000 a year. I have $5,000 in debt. My rent is $1,500. Strip the emotion out by making them just sounds. The more you say them, the less power they have. And here's the most important thing. Find one safe person to practice honesty with. A friend who won't judge. A therapist. An online community. Someone you can say, I've been avoiding my finances and I'm scared, without them making you feel worse. Shame dies in honest conversation. The secret loses its power when you speak it out loud. Money conversations don't have to be interrogations. They can be collaboration, information sharing, problem solving together. But you have to be willing to show up, even when it's uncomfortable, especially when it's uncomfortable. If you're watching this and thinking, this is me, I want you to know something. Avoiding doesn't make you weak or broken. It makes you human. Your brain learned that money talks as threats. Fight, flight, or freeze kicks in. You're literally having a fear response to a conversation. Do you avoid talking about money even with people you trust? Does the thought of looking at your finances make you want to run? Drop an "I feel this way" in the comments. You'll realize you're not alone. And if you want to understand more about why money triggers you the way it does, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. In the next video, we're going to talk about why you feel guilty spending money on yourself even when you can afford it, and how this guilt is keeping you stuck. See you then.